Assalamualaikum and hi. On this show, we're going to present about load-bearing straw tower for our assignment project. Our subject is Solid Mechanics, Section 1, course code BNJ 20903, and we are from Group 8. And not to forget also our lecturer, Dr. Noraini binti Marsi. Okay, now let's see our team members.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Muhammad Izauddin bin Ahmad. My metric number is AN20071 and I will present for chapter 1, which is Introduction. Introduction. Based on Cambridge Dictionary, tower is a tall, narrow structure, often square or circular, that either forms part of a building or stands alone. Tower was built because of many reasons, such as lighthouse, horizon tower, and clock tower. And basically, they have two types of tower, which is lattice tower and guy tower. Okay, this is two types of tower. Firstly is lattice tower. Lattice tower are freestanding and segmentally designed with rectangular or triangular base steel lattices. This type of tower construction can be useful in situations which require modifications such as mounting large number of panels. It can be used as electricity transmission tower, observation tower, and radio tower. And the Eiffel Tower is one of the famous example of lattice tower. Next is guy tower. Guy tower can be lightweight to heavyweight towers, often seen as slender steel structure, commonly seen in the tower industry. The design of this tower is provide strength and efficiency. This tower is supported by one or more stranded steel guy cable that anchor to the ground. Next is background of study. We need to build the prototype tower using straw. Size of the prototype must range in 25 cm width, 25 cm length, 30 cm height, and the weight of the prototype must not more than 0.7 kg. We also need to design the prototype using any engineering software such as AutoCAD or SolidWorks. After the prototype was built, using the knowledge that we get during the class, we need to calculate the stress strain, deformation and deflection, torsion, thin cylinder, plane stress transformation, and column that involve at the tower when it lifting the loads. We get three problem statements for this project. Firstly is the value of the load that can the tower accommodate. Next is the best materials of the straw that can be used to build the tower. For example, paper straw, or plastic straw, or other materials. And lastly, the formula that can be used to relate the solid mechanics subject with this project. Next is objective of this project. Firstly is to identify effective shape, structure, and size to accommodate the load, to investigate the maximum force the tower can withstand. Next is to identify several factors to make sure the tower is strong and not collapse when lift the load. And lastly, be able to solve engineering problems by use engineering software. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Irfan bin Ruslan, metric number AN200017 from section 1. Okay, now I want to discuss chapter 2, which is literature review. First thing first is, what is tower? Tower is a tall narrow building that is freestanding or forming part of a building. The height of the tower is greater than its width. Okay, next, history of tower. As you can see the picture at the bottom, tower have been used since prehistoric times. The oldest known tower may be the circular stone tower walls of Neolithic Jericho. Some of the earliest surviving towers are the Bruges structure in northern Scotland. The Romans built and used octagonal towers. In addition, we have some background research on shape to build a tower. Triangles are one of the strongest shapes. They get their strength by spreading out the weight throughout the shape. We also discovered that the more material doesn't always mean a stronger tower. The key to strengthening a straw tower is packing the material tightly. Okay, now let's see our straw tower design. For the first design, we can see the weakness of the straw tower, which is the tower is too wide and it would use more straw. For the second design, the weakness of the tower design is the structure would become more likely to fall over the taller it gets, because we can see the second design is much taller and then it is not tightly packed as some of the other design. Okay, the last design is the third design, which is we choose this design. This is because this was the best tower because it was tightly packed and had triangles, which is triangle means that the strongest part of building. Then it seemed very structurally sound. Okay, the last one is the tower also follow our research the best in terms of the way to make a tower strong. That's why we choose the third design in our assignment project. In this study, we used fundamental of solid mechanics. The first one is normal stress. As we can see at the picture, figure shows type of force acting on a cross-section area. The first force is tensile stress. The second is compressive stress. And the last is shear stress. Okay, next for the fundamental of solid mechanics is normal strain. As we can see the picture at the top, since strain is a ratio length, it is dimensionless. Strain is always positive for an increase in dimension and negative for a reduction in dimension. Now, the third fundamental of solid mechanics is thin cylinder. The tension in the wall may be regarded uniform in this situation. Figures show cylindrical vessel with principal stress, hoop stress, and longitudinal stress. Okay, for the fourth fundamental of solid mechanics is bulking of columns. Bulking is lateral displacement that happens when long, slender elements are exposed to an axial compressive force. The bulking of a column can frequently result in a building or system failing suddenly and dramatically. Okay, the last fundamental of solid mechanics that we study is Mohr circle. Mohr circle is important to us because the normal and shear stress component will always sit on Mohr circle as the stress element is rotated away from the major or maximal shear orientations. Mohr circle was most widely used tool for visualizing normal shear stress relationship and estimating maximum stress. As we can see, the picture at the right of me, the circle.
Assalamualaikum, and I will explain about the project methodology. First of all, I will explain about the concept of the straw tower design. First of all, I will introduce the concept of the design and the inspirations of the design idea. So we got inspired by this structure on the Queen Elizabeth University Hospital. After that, we also got inspired by the truss from the scaffolding structure that we take a look. So it has some members to distribute the force equivalence to each other column. So after that, I will discuss about Design Sketch 3D software. In this subtopic, I will explain the process of recreating the straw tower design using SolidWorks 2020. So as we look at this diagram, so this is our creations from the using software 3D of SolidWorks 2020. So this is the sketching design 3D in the software, and it is the prototype that we that we built. Okay, for the next subtopic is fabrication process of the straw tower. I will explain about the process to construct the tower until the straw tower complete step by step. Okay, first of all, we gather all the suitable equipment and tools, such as scissors, sellotape, and straw. The second step is we measure the straw with suitable measurement, and we cutting the straw with the correct dimensions. So the third step is we construct the base by binding together using sellotape. After completing the base, we complete the other structure by adding the members and stand to provide the rigidity and stability to the tower. So that is for fabrication process of the straw tower. Okay, for the next topic, I will explain about the results and calculations. In the results, I will showing the result of the load that can be supported by our tower and finding the theoretical value by the calculations. So first of all, I will take a look of the results. Okay, for the table of the load and the ability to pass or fail. For the load 2 kg, our tower pass. For the 4 kg, our tower pass again. But for 6 kg, our tower start to collapse and break. So we decide that the 6 kg is the maximum load that our tower can support. So after that, we move to the calculations. So for the first calculations, we will calculate the stress. Okay, for the normal stress, we have this formula: stress equal to force divided by area. So from the table of dimension, we have length equal to 0.19 meter, width equal to 0.919 meter. So load mass equal to 6 kg. Area we can find by multiply the length and width together, so we get 0.04 meter square. The force we get from 6 kg multiplied by 9.1 meter per second square, so we get 58.86 Newton. So the stress we got value A and P, so we substitute into the equations, so we get 1.472 kilopascal. After that, we calculate the strain. Okay, the equation for the strain is equal to stress divided by Young modulus. As we know from previous calculation, stress equal to 1.472 kilopascal and Young modulus for the straw is 1325 megapascal. So we substitute into this formula, we get 0.0000111. After that, we calculate the thin cylinder. So in the thin cylinder, we have hoop stress. Hoop stress is equal to force on straw multiplied by inner radius of the straw divided by thickness of the straw. So for the force, we divide the weight 6 kg with the 8 columns. 8 columns to distribute the force equivalent. So after we divide by 8, we got the weight by 0.75 per column. So we multiply by 9.81 the gravitational accelerations, we get 7.358 Newton. The inner radius is 0.005, thickness 0.007 meter. So we can calculate the hoop stress and we get 52.56 newtons. So we continue to calculate the longitudinal stress. Okay, in the longitudinal stress, the equation a little bit different. We adding 2 multiplied by thickness. As we get P from the hoop stress calculations, P equal to 7.358 newtons. Inner radius equal to 0.005, thickness 0.007 meter. So we'll substitute in this formula. So we get 26.28 newtons. Okay, for the last calculation, we calculate the column. So in the column, we have to find the pressure critical load equal to pi square multiplied by the Young modulus multiplied by moment of inertia divided by length of the straw square. Okay, first of all, we calculate the moment of inertia. Moment inertia equal to pi over 4, the outer radius, the power of 4, minus the inner radius, the power of 4. So, the outer is equal to 0.006 meter, inner 0.05005 meter. So, we get the moment of inertia equal to 5.27 multiplied by 10 to the power of negative 10. So, we substitute the moment inertia, the Young modulus, and the length of the support. We get the force of the critical load equal to 34.46 newtons. For the discussion, as we observe that our tower can only support up to 6 kg only, and the prototype needs a lot of improvement to make it more stronger to be able and withstand higher weight of the load. So the learning outcome of the study to understand the theory that we studied in the lecture, we had applied through this project. The objective to find the maximum load is completed, and to build the straw bearing loading tower, all is done by understanding the concept and followed the theory involved. So that's all from me. Assalamualaikum.
Okay, recommendation about this project is to improve the design and the trust, because these two things is important to make the tower more stable and stronger, that can sustain the load more than the previous model that we made. For the design, it's important to take into, because it will make the tower stronger. For the truss, it will support the structure and make the models more stable, and it will take more load than the usual load that can support the tower. For the conclusion, the straw tower that use the scale of 25 cm in length, 35 cm for weight, and 30 cm for height, and the mass for model not more than 0.7 kilo, as in instruction. The tower only can support a load of 6 kilo before it's collapsed, because the tower don't have the truss can support the load more than 6 kilo. For this project, we can achieve the objective that have land in solid mechanics for build the tower model and solve the problem using the solid mechanic concept. Okay, the knowledge that demonstrate by designing the model tower and testing it for its strength and its integrity structure. Okay, from that we get the information about the section that have probably take from grant. Okay, this project is motivation, fun, and learning project that provide hands-on opportunity where combine the solid mechanic concept.